Welcome back to the Week in Gaming. I'm your host, TJ Lanton, as always. As you know from my videos yesterday, I've been playing Runes of Magic, and I didn't know that Squid had been playing it, and he had like a level 15 character, so I remade my character, made a scout, and I made him really short like a midget, and made him look like an archer with a crazy mustache. As you can see, this game is a lot like Warcraft. Got a lot of these hunter skills that are kind of similar. That one does like a vampire drain. Got the scimitar and crossbow. There's a mage over there shooting stuff with fireballs. And you just go around grinding quests, and this kind of looks like Goldshire. Here's an example of one of the mounts you get in the game. It looks like some kind of man-bear pig with crazy ninja stars spinning on the side of it. Here's the first city you come to in the game. There's like a transportation portal thing there, and you cross this big bridge into a big castle, and what does that remind me of? Stormwind? Or there's some like houses. Kind of looks like Theramore Castle a little bit, but Stormwind's pretty much the same. Here's a cool water fountain when you come in. The city's called Varanus. Oh, what is this? Big lion crest. Looks just like the Stormwind crest, doesn't it? And if you go over here, I think this is it. There's a big portal over there. That's like your guild hall. I think each guild has their own little section of the castle. Can't really go in there unless you're in a guild. But enough of that. We've done other things this week. We played some enemy territory, Quake Wars, and had a little trouble early in the week with some lag issues, and it's hard to get a server up. But like I thought, when you played Quake Wars, you leveled up your rank and then you keep it, but it's actually just for that campaign. Like if you play 3 games in Africa and then you go to some other continent and you lose all your rank. So it doesn't really have that Call of Duty addictive factor, but it is really fun to play. As you can see, this game is action packed, and I got some footage here of me doing some pro helicopter flying, and here's what the surface to surface missile launcher, the Hammer missile, looks like. And I also had some airstrike footage in there and some other stuff. Show you how crazy the explosions are and helicopters blowing up in the air, and just cool stuff going on all the time. Played some more Demigod. I'm really not very good at the game, I have to admit. It's one of those games that just like everything I do seems to be the wrong thing. It's like counterintuitive to T2's brain. So like I finally got a bully achievement using Lord Erebus. It's really kind of dependent on your gear, and if you get the first kill, you seem to get more money than the other team, so you just upgrade shit faster and you get more money faster. And I did like playing Rook and just using like Power of the Tower and just spamming that shit, making a web of towers and trapping people in it. I was on and face there for a little bit, but in the end I got my ass kicked. Also tried out Unreal Tournament 3 this week, and I haven't really played it that much. I just tried to get used to the weapons and how everything works. At first I didn't think I was going to like the game because of the vehicles. I didn't think the maps were big enough to even need vehicles because I was used to tribes, but it's actually, the maps are bigger than I thought, so it kind of works out pretty good. Apparently there's a QuakeLive.com website now that has like a free version of the old Quake, or Quake 2 or something, that you can play on the web. I need to check into that. If it's any good, we need to all play it. Because I used to love Quake 2 with the grappling hook and just playing CTF. Played a little Dark Sector this week. I tried that on PC, and it's got a good cover system. I like how the controls work. It's pretty much another one of those Gears of War type games with the cover system, but it has like a big glaive that you throw off of your hand, so it's pretty different. But I do like the aftertouch thing where you can guide it, slice people in half, hit them in the face. You can hit 2 guys at once if you control it just right. You can also throw it into electric things and get shocking powers, and it does more damage, especially against the guys with shields because they're really hard. You kind of need it for those. You can also get flames on your glaive too to open up like this alien goo walls, but I think the main thing that's really good about this game is that the enemies are fat as fuck. The big news is probably Left 4 Dead this week released some new content. They had the patch came out with the survival mode and the SDK, so the new maps can come out. It's also got this cool leaderboard system where you can see on your friends list like who has the best times and compare yourself to them. And Callsign Husker apparently has been playing the share of the game because he has all the gold medals and he has the highest scores. So I was just playing around trying to beat his score. A couple of these scores you'll see, like this one, is me just with AI bots, and the AI just really does not want to help you. They don't understand that if you die, that's the end of the game because your timer stops. They don't really seem to care about staying alive very long. They just want to shoot stuff. They don't want to help you, it seems like. Now last night we were playing on the bridge, me and Storm and Callsign and Chew Jelly. For some reason, I don't know what was happening, but Callsign's mic was really loud and staticky, so we had to kick him out of the call so he couldn't hear us talking. And then for some reason he shot a propane tank and set off a bunch of explosions and attacked us. We decided to gang up on him and started teabagging him and throwing pipe bombs and Molotovs in his face, and got him on the ground, started picking him up and dropping him and picking him up and dropping him. And he didn't like how we were playing because he's really particular and he just wants to get the time. He doesn't care about having fun as much as we do, but so I can't really blame him when he finally left. But then like as soon as he left, we just played kind of serious and beat his time on the bridge by like 6 seconds, so that was pretty funny. I think Storm's got a whole video he's going to make about it. He recorded the whole thing, and we also got the gold medal on the crane using his super secret tactic of He's got like 18 minutes on it, so I better not tell you his strategy because it's pretty secret. Also, there's a couple of betas I'm interested in. I signed up for this one called Champions Online, which looks to be like a cross between City of Heroes and World of Warcraft. The guy that developed it is Bill Roper from the Diablo series, so it might be actually pretty good. And it's cross-platform, so if you have Xbox and PC, gamers can play together, so that'd be pretty cool. It looks like a big open world where you can just create any kind of superhero, and you can have flight, you can have like swinging from webs, which I like because of the grappling hook factor, and so it could be the next big MMO coming out. I don't know. It looks pretty epic to me. It's also supposed to be a beta of Battlefield Heroes coming out, which is like a cartoony kind of Team Fortress 2 looking version of Battlefield 1942. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, like if it's free, if you play it on a website, or if you're supposed to buy it. But it's supposed to be really low system requirements for people that don't have really awesome computers so they can play it, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to get in the beta for that too, I think, so. Or when it becomes open beta, I'll play it and see what it's like. Also, if you go to Battlefield1943.com, you can watch a trailer of this new game. It's pretty much Battlefield 1942, but they're updating the graphics and they're adding like an 18 Warthog and some other stuff, I think. So that might be pretty cool. Also, I've been making some progress on Chromehounds. 31% done. I did all the sniper missions, and I got level 5 on Defender and level 4 on Scout. And I haven't really started the other ones yet, but that's what I've been doing on there. That's the one I made just to see what I could do. It's not really that great, just like a sniper one. I had like a ton more guns, but it was too heavy and it couldn't work, so I had to get rid of them. Also, I tried out Bookworm Adventure. It's better than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty... Well, it starts out kind of slow, but then you get enemies that are... Like, you have to use words that use ice so you can freeze them because their attacks are so powerful. You gotta like keep them in place while you make long words, and you can do like poison damage, and you can do like different things. You get all these treasures. Like, I've got this shield and these Icarus boots and this bow. You kind of got to choose the right treasure when you start the game, because some of the enemies will use fire and you get like a cape that'll resist it, or they'll use some kind of stun attack on you and you can resist that. I made this crazy long word. I forgot what it was, but it was like astonishing, and it had like 2 or 3 gem power-ups in it. But yeah, it's a good time killer if you want to play something on like a laptop. Also, this week I tried out Braid, that game that everybody says is so amazing and fantastic, and I didn't really like it. I don't know what the deal is. It's just kind of like a Mario kind of joke thing, and it's just all puzzles. I'm not really into puzzle games that much. I like kind of doing the jigsaw puzzle thing when you get the painting pieces, but it's really just putting a puzzle together. Why do I need a video game to just do puzzles? I could go buy a puzzle for like $1. And a lot of the stuff is like figuring out where to go and how to get up to places, and it's just really confusing, and I don't want to spend all day trying to figure out how to get up to some little spot on a little crappy Mario looking game. We also played some Garry's Mod this week, and we were trying to build a horse that gallops because somebody suggested it in one of Storm's videos that we're supposed to make a bunch of Garry's Mod stuff. And we just ended up, like, him and me and Midget and Divine, I think, was in there, and we were like, I decided to make a bunch of different sized weights with like 25-ton weights or like 1-ton weights, and we were trying to like have tractor pulls and truck pulls. I think Midget had like a 4-wheeler with 1,000 thrusters on the back of it, and it started spinning around on the ground sideways, and Storm actually pulled the big giant weight with this little crappy truck. It was pretty cool. I think he's going to make a video of that too. I've also been trying to play the Fallout 3 expansion content, but I can't find where you're supposed to go to get to Pittsburgh or Anchorage, Alaska. So if anybody knows, tell me where you go to get to those places, because that's what I'll do next week. I want to see what it's like. So that's it for this week in gaming, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Like, next week is my birthday, so if I get past this week, I'll be 31 years old, and I used to have that prediction where I didn't think I was going to live to be 31. So that will prove me wrong, and officially I will have lived past 31, but I was having these weird pains, like, today, in different organs, like I'm having organ failure or some shit. I don't know if I'm just like... It's probably just where I ate a bunch of chicken last night and ice cream before I went to bed and didn't sleep very long. Hopefully I'm fine. I was originally planning on just leaving the internets for a month and just going traveling around my state and like taking like a video camera, but turns out I don't have enough money to do that, so I won't be able to do any of that stuff. I was gonna like see if you guys thought I was dead for a month, and then I would come back and like, aha, here I am. But I guess I won't be doing that.